If Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn proved anything, it's that Harley Quinn's future is still bright, even with Batman and Joker effectively out of the DCEU for the time being. And now that her most recent film put her front and center, her exploits in the DC Extended Universe are about to get much more exciting. I'm Greg Elliott with Screen Rant, and here's how Harley Quinn still has an exciting DCEU future without Batman or Joker. For many people, the highlight of 2016's not-so-great Suicide Squad movie was Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. She by and large stole the show, easily overshadowing Jai Courtney's Captain Boomerang, Will Smith's Deadshot, and even Jared Leto's Joker, who I will once again argue isn't actually that bad but wasn't given a real chance to show what he could do. But enough about that. Since she was so great as Harley, she got what you might call a soft reboot in Birds of Prey, with a new wardrobe and a whole new attitude. With Mr. J now totally out of the picture, the movie developed her character a lot further and really allowed Harley to cut loose. And the end of the film clearly leaves the door open for a follow-up, which could be a Birds of Prey 2 or even a solo film. So what's next then? James Gunn's upcoming reboot/sequel/reimagining, whatever we're calling it, The Suicide Squad, should hit theaters next year, barring any delays from all this coronavirus stuff. The cast is huge, and as of yet we don't know a damn thing about the story, but one of the few things we do know is that Margot Robbie will be returning as Harley Quinn, and set photos do show her sporting the red and black look she's known for in the comics. The Suicide Squad will take place after the events of Birds of Prey, so it'll really be responsible for setting up Harley's future in the DCEU. You've got to imagine that after they expanded her character so much in this last film, that she'll have a big part to play in the next one, and since this is, for now, her last confirmed appearance in the DCEU, it'll very well set the stage for where she goes next. So there's no more Mr. J, but what about that hunky Wayne guy? After Batman v Superman, Justice League, and a brief cameo in Suicide Squad, Ben Affleck's time as the DCEU's Caped Crusader really is done. And instead of recasting a new Batman for the DCEU, they've dropped him entirely, and the upcoming The Batman film is set in an entirely different world. So, Pattinson and Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn will not be crossing paths, at least for now. From a storytelling standpoint, Batman's absence in the DCEU could actually be something of a positive. The Batman is what keeps Harley and the other supercriminals in line, and his not being around basically allowed everything in Birds of Prey to happen. Otherwise, he would have just shut that stuff down quick. Without a Batman in the DCEU, Harley is significantly less limited, and her story could really go in any direction. It is kinda hard to imagine a world where Batman doesn't exist for Harley, and maybe someday he will return to the DCEU, but for now at least, she doesn't have to worry about bats getting in the way. With Joker and Batman out of the picture, she is now one of the franchise's biggest personalities, and you bet that she's gonna run with the ball. The Suicide Squad should keep her momentum going, and if they do it correctly, it could easily launch Harley into any number of future projects. Until then, we'll always keep you posted on anything we learn about the Suicide Squad or any Birds of Prey follow-up, so make sure to keep checking back with Screen Rant to stay in the loop. I'm Greg Elliott, and sometimes the only way to stay sane is to go a little crazy, so until next time, be crazy. See ya.